I am live and it's early. Come on. There she go. Yes, keep doing that. I love that. Yo, RB, what's going on? All days off. Hey, that's why I'm here now. I'm filling in the time slot. How's everybody doing out there? Yeah, I said since we had wrestling on yesterday, I said let me come on in here and fill the time slot. Good, just casually watching Wemby and the Spurs. You ready for the season? Oh man, you know I am. You know I am. Man, them Dubs looking. Ooh, as a matter of fact, the Warriors got a game tonight. You want some cookies? But I don't want to. You don't want to make them. Oh, you want somebody else to make them? Some homemade cookies do sound good. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't nothing like some homemade cookies, especially when they come fresh out the oven too. Be bomb. Mmm. Yeah, some weed cookies sound good too, or some weed brownies. Yeah. Brother Dave, did you hear about Josie Scott from Saliva beefing with Bob? What? Nah, I didn't, but I'm not surprised. That type of stuff been going on for so long. Old lead singers beefing with new lead singers. Shit, the Temptations went through it. You know, all kinds of bands have gone through that. Shit, even like certain band members, like it's not even necessarily like the lead singer. It might be like the guitarist or the drummer. All part of the music biz. What? You can't do the marijuana? Oh no! Oh no! I ain't hearing that. Oh no! The NBA on NBC is on Peacock. Oh yeah, I know. I know. Well, I don't. You know what? I don't have my Peacock anymore. I'm kind of glad I don't, because I really don't, I'll be honest with y'all. If Leo did not cover Raw or SmackDown or NXT, I would not be paying attention. I wouldn't be watching. Well, I don't even watch Raw anymore. I kind of watch like the highlights. But I come to support. I know what's going on, so I can still be within the conversation and stuff. So, but yeah, Yo, what up, Seth? What's going on with you? Temptations ain't did no diss tracks on each other. Now they ain't do no diss tracks, but it was some other dissing going on. There was some other type of dissing. You know, 100p in the building. What's cracking? What's going on? Chaz in the building. Oh shit. What's happening with you? Alan is live. Doing double live going on. Hey, you see what I sent you in your live? Uh, an hour post coffee ain't going to like that. Oh nah, I can't. I gotta go into the. Did you put it in one of my posts? Because that's the only way I can click on the link. Tia in the building. What's going on, Tia? Yeah, a lot of streams are better than the TV shows. Man, for sure, for sure. Hold on. Let me go ahead. What's up, y'all? What's going on? You're not the only one. Leo is the one to get me back watching the E. Yeah. Shout out to King Leo one time. No dirt sheets. Y'all ain't tapped in. Y'all ain't subscribing, all that, man. Y'all don't know what y'all missing. You know what I'm saying? Got any thoughts on Crown Jewel this weekend? My thoughts on Crown Jewel this weekend? That's my thoughts on Crown Jewel this weekend. By any chance, did the Tims diss each other musically in secret? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Dance steps, all that. They say Raw was good Monday, but I didn't pay attention. I mean I heard the same thing too, but I just I'm a very biased individual these days. The latest post you posted about going live and okay, I'll check it out. Matter of fact, hold on, no, I ain't gotta do it. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm over here texting. Um, nope, that's it. Okay. Yeah, I gotta check it out after I get off of here. Shit, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm already gonna be asleep. And then Crown Jewel is like 5 a.m. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm not waking up that early. I'm not doing it. You know. Sure, I know Leo's gonna be up because he be up. He be up on the early. Daniel in the building, what's going on? So with AJ Lee, a one-off thing I haven't seen. Yeah, you know what? It's funny you say that because I was literally just thinking about that like last week, I think it was. Because they haven't said anything about her since that tag team match. That nobody is talking about. Oh man. It's too much AEW hate. We hate everything in AEW. Oh, JD up there talking about even head to head, they still don't care. Like, eh. You know, David Ruffin was. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, David Ruffin was mad. Check out the show. It's like you watching an NFL game in Europe. Man, I'm telling you, that's exactly what it's like too. And I don't wake up for them games either. I don't care if the Niners are playing. I ain't waking up that early for nobody. Unless it's some money involved. If it's money involved, guarantee I'll be up. I don't care if I'm up all night. If it's money involved, I'm gonna be up. Money, 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 money. But WWE still lose to AEW and pay. Yep, they do. I mean, at the end of the day, people could talk about storylines, this, storylines, that, yada, 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 yada. At the end of the day, what is the product about? What is the marquee? Wrestling. So you can have all the good storylines you want. If the matches are not good, or if you're being repetitive with your stories and matches, eventually people are going to not care. And that's what people are doing now, not caring. You know, get the tables. Get the table. Yeah, that was off that. What was that WWE album called? WWF the Music. But I know it wasn't called that. It was called something else. Because they took all the theme songs and remixed them or made new theme songs. We're tied for number one. We're tied with for number one. We're tied with the Eagles. Aggression. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, because it was at the beginning of the Ruthless Aggression. It's at the start of the Ruthless Aggression era. That's right. uh, Oh shit. Yep, WWF Aggression. The album. You can't forget the album. And then they did another one, and that's when Booker T had the "Can you dig it? Can you dig it?" Oh, Booker T out there rapping and stuff. Oh. Yo, them albums was fire though. I ain't gonna lie. And then years later, we get the my time is up, my time is now. Can't see me, my time. Yo, that John Cena album was dope. I ain't gonna lie. He had tracks on that motherfucker. Booker T flowing was very. Well, Booker T had his podcast at the airport, but I seen that. Yeah, Booker T rapping, yeah. You know, not every black person can rap, so y'all can chill with all that. McDonald's Monopoly back after what the hell? McDonald's Monopoly. You know, I never won anything off that shit. I'm like, shit. Let's play the real Monopoly. Yeah, I had the CD too. Oh, you did? I tripped out. I tripped out when that fool had went platinum. I tripped out when that fool had went platinum. I was like, what? Be a million people about this? Oh, snap. Okay. I got a free phone. You got a free phone? Yeah, I think I got one of those too. And I would sit there and I would collect the things too, right? You know, I rip it off and I will always be one short. One short. Because then I get to the end to where I only need one. And then every time after that, they would just give me the same ones that I already got. And so I was like, don't forget this. Brother Jay, if you was offered the opportunity to battle rap, I'd kill Booker T in a battle rap. I would murder Booker T in a battle rap. McFlurry or whatever you call it. You know, I never had a McFlurry. Do they even produce 4 railroad stickers on the Monopoly McDonald's game? That's the mega. You know, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't even eat McDonald's, so I haven't had McDonald's in years. No, I take that back. No, I had some McDonald's a couple years ago, and the only reason why I had it because it was on the late night, and I was chilling with this girl at the time. You know what I'm saying? And we had just got done smoking, so we was hella high shit. I had got the munchies and shit, and oh yeah, you know, got done doing the do right. So you know how you build up an appetite after you do the do right. So, it was like a McDonald's like right across the street. So I went over there and I had got a McChicken sandwich. I guess you have to go through the app. I got 3. Oh, I'm not surprised. Everything's done on the app these days. How you seen the new AI with pup? Yo, they wild for this. Yo, they've been wilding with this AI Tupac NWO. Yo, hey RB, did you see the one with Easy E? They got one with Easy E. I fell out. I was like, yo, why y'all doing this? Like, dude, y'all better stop that. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, they're gonna start doing AIs where a Snoop in a past life was a blood. Like, if y'all don't stop, like, don't start doing that shit. Don't start mixing up Crips and Bloods, making a blood a Crip and a Crip on a blood. Don't do that. But somehow I have a feeling these people who be using AI is going to do that crazy shit. But my advice to them, if you plan on doing that, don't let people find out where you at. Hold on for a second, y'all. I'm back, y'all. Had to go blow my nose. They got one with COVID. What? Yeah, one. Oh my God. They is wilding. They is on a whole. Man, this AI stuff has got people doing some of the wildest stuff that I'm like, oh man. I hope nobody AIs me. MLK, the new order. What? You know what? I'm just gonna say this. That MLK in the NWO is not too far-fetched. That's all I'm gonna say about that. If you know, you know. AI J Militant. Do not AI me. If anybody AIs me, AI Dub put us in a ring so Dub can see exactly what would happen to him in real life. Milk and Michael Jackson in the WWE. Man, oh man. Hey, ain't nobody done did Ice Cube, huh? Ice Cube in the Wolf Pack. Well, you know, he actually did turn heel. He actually did turn heel in real life. That's what. Well, he's always throwing up the W, right? So it would fit. You know what I'm saying? And considering that the theme song was done by people from California. The Chris Benoit ones are wild. Yo. And you know, it gotta make you wonder, right? It gotta make you wonder. Like that whole Chris Benoit situation and how people are still keeping his now just think about this. If this was anybody else, right? If this was anybody else, it would have been like, you know, we're not gonna talk about him. We're not gonna like it's just done with. But it kind of gotta make you start thinking, do people really believe that he actually did it? You know, because I know what the evidence says. I know what it looks like. We got the history and everything. But for people to still be talking about, like, what other person you know be still getting praised after killing his wife and his little boy that had, you know, had some challenges? Like, just think about that. Who else still gets celebrated after committing such a horrific crime? See, did you know the people that did the trap? No. But I know the people who know the people that did the trap. Because when I found out who did the trap, I was like, oh, they did. Shoot, Wolfpack is back, causing mass destruction. The bad boys of wrestling. Yeah, I was a Wolfpack. How can I do? I was a Wolfpack. I was a Wolfpack representative. You know what I'm saying? Wolfpack. Oh. Muhammad in the building. What's going on? Chris Benoit should have gotten help. Yeah, I mean, there ain't too much you can do when you got CTE, because his brain was scrambled. It was done. And I brought up Austin, like, what was that, a year ago? Like, I'm one of the few people that like, because I'm looking at everything that's going on right now. Granted, when I found out about it, I found out about this years ago, and I still was like, okay, it was a different time, you know what I'm saying? And then, I had other shit going on, so, but looking at how everything has gone and how people are getting exposed and people bringing back old stuff and the people having to pay the consequences for all that, I was just like, well, okay, well, if that's the case, then why isn't anybody saying anything about Steve Austin? Oh, excuse me. Why isn't anybody saying anything about Steve Williams? I'm going to use his real name, Steve Williams, because it was Steve Williams that put his hands on Deborah. Just like Mongo. Just like Mongo. When Deborah was married to Mongo was beating her ass too. Not to mention Austin's first wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. We all know why she took the kids and moved all the way back to England. Come on now. Let's that story that they give the documentaries and all that, like, if you there's few interviews. You got to find the interviews. When this got brought up, not the documentaries that they tell about Austin and his career and all that, and they interview, his ex-wife and his kids, not all that watered down stuff, but I'm talking about the interviews. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's the one that said it. And then Austin confirmed it afterwards. But but when Austin confirmed it, you know, he kind of gave a roundabout answer, you know what I'm saying, or a response to that particular topic. You know, trying to pass it off like, oh well, you know, I'll you know, I did some bad stuff. I didn't treat her right and all that. Like I don't care that she is from England. Ain't no woman about to travel that far away to get away from a man if he ain't putting his hands on her. Straight up. They need a Hogan one in hell. Yeah. Facts. Facts. He called Chris Jericho. He didn't answer, and didn't he invited Bob Holly over to his house? And yeah, yeah. I mean, but none of that would have mattered because Benoit's brain was mashed potatoes. The reports were they of Benoit's brain, like his brain was done. You know, Lonnie was having, yo, Lonnie, I tried to congratulate you on your win and you didn't even hit me back, man. What I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was happy. I think I'm going to go to the New Orleans versus the Warriors November 16th. And what? See, oh my God, there you go. There, you see, Lonnie. Look, I know, I know, I know. You guys have retooled the team, and I'm happy for y'all. You got Poole, you got Kevon Looney. I'm happy for you. But don't you come up on here talking about that the Pelicans is going to beat the Warriors. Not with what we have over there now. Okay? Our starting five is scary as hell, and our bench is, oh my, whew, oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't see it? Oh, damn. It probably didn't go through. Damn phones. You must have got. Oh, is that what happened after week 2? Mac Jones. Yo, I cracked up. I was cracking up. They were showing the Niners coming out of the locker room, and you guys know how we have that tradition with the boombox, which you know what I'm saying Debo was a part of, and then people was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, are we still gonna do it? Man, we still doing it, right? So everybody coming out, you know what I'm saying, and Mac, he coming out like, you know what I'm saying, he all loose, he bobbing his head. I'm like, oh my goodness, this fool over here. I'm like, oh shit, we got Mac Jones over here, Bobby. But I guess Mac Jones, he's kind of a hip hop head. Yep, I know the boombox tradition. Yeah, I was cracking up. I'm like, we can't even get Purdy to do that. Purdy, so he's so middle American. You know what I'm saying? He's just like he think he listens to some country music. Like, nah, man, we play hip hop around here. You on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? You on the West Coast. We play slappers out here. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You wanna hear that country shit? Shit, take your ass to Woodland. Shit. Take your ass to Rio Vista. Fun fact, Stone Cold got his nickname, Stone Cold. Someone from his ex-wife. Oh, that's part of the story. That's part of the story. Uh, the Iceman. Uh, something Jarinsky, something Winsky, some kind of ski. Yeah, it was an HBO special, and I know which one they was talking about because I watched that same episode. When, as a matter of fact, I watched it when it aired, and then what happened? Oh yeah, so he was he was watching that episode, and then she comes in with some hot tea for him, and she says, "You better hurry up and drink your tea before it gets stone cold." Bingo. So that's the complete story. You can't forget about the Iceman part. When you get the chance, check my Steve Anderson comment. Oh shit. Oh yeah, that's right. You did. Hold on, my bad. Fun fact: Steve Williams is actually the name he got from his stepdad, Stone Cold Austin Bird. Oh yeah, facts. Yeah, shit. A lot of people still don't even know Ric Flair was adopted. And that Flair is not his actual last name. They just remixed his last name. It's actually Fleer. Fleer. Yeah, Fleer. Oh yeah, for sure. We got each other's backs up in here. Especially when you got one like me whose wrestling memory is like it's funny. I can forget a lot of shit, but ask me something about professional wrestling, I could give you times, dates, building, promoter. you know. Yeah, that was I I like what they was talking about last night about the blading. You know what I'm saying? Um, I kind of wish I was on panel because I could have elaborated a lot better on the. I'm not gonna lie, Fleer sounds weird. It do. Richard Fleer is his name. Richard Fleer. Um, but that blading conversation, that's a conversation that doesn't happen a lot. you know, we we know it happens. Unless you get busted the hard way. Um, Richard Leonard, yeah, there you go. Yep, yeah, Richard Kalinsky. Yep, yeah, that was a cold, cold motherfucker. Did not blink, did not smile, nothing. Richard Fleer drip will go whoo on a bitch. yeah, yeah, the blading, uh, it should that conversation needs to happen more, especially for people, because there's people that come into these chats and watch our channels and stuff, and it's probably getting into wrestling or probably is a wrestler and probably want to know certain things and that aren't probably getting taught, because people be like real selfish, you know. But you know, but the key thing about blatant is, you know, is first and foremost, if you're going to blade, you know, if the match calls for color and you have to blade, the first thing is you have to know where your where the spots are. You got to know where the spots are, your veins, so to speak, right? You got to know where your spots are, you know, because you don't want to cut one of in that area because you're going to get a bleeder and you're going to probably bleed out. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of want to go. They say you want to go in like not the hard area. You want to go in like a soft area, and you know just like a nice little. You don't want to go hard because if you go hard, you're gonna like open. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna open up your tissue, and you know what I'm saying. So you just want to give a nice little, and then and then and then you know after you do, you want to kind of put pressure on, like squeeze. You know what I'm saying? Kind of want to like do this. You know what I'm saying? you know, you get hit. You know, you take a bump. The more you, man, and do all that, the more it's going to come. But you definitely don't want to go hardly. You want to just a nice little, and you really don't want to go that far. You just kind of want to, you know, or like I said last night, or you could have somebody else that knows how to do it, have them do it for you. But you better have a whole lot of trust. When JBL hit Eddie Guerrero with the chair, that was yeah, and you could see when Eddie bladed too. Anytime, anytime they get hit into a post or they get hit with a chair and they turn over, anytime you see their hands go up to their head, up around their face, they're blading. You know, Eddie's problem was the reason why he was gushing so much blood is exactly what I was talking about. He cut, he did it wrong, and he did it in the wrong spot. You know what I'm saying? And it just, you know, that was that yeah. Eddie was bleeding all over the place. You know, but that's it's a scary thing because you could seriously get hurt. You know, now if you ask me, you know, I'm a I'm a pain guy. I'll go hard way. You know. Oh nah. Go back and watch that match when Eddie when they're outside. You remember when Eddie fell down and he was like in between the commentator's table and the ring announcer, and he was kind of like up under that table a little bit. He wasn't all the way under the table, but he was kind of like a little bit or whatever. Look at his right arm. His right arm goes up. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like he gets hit, he goes down, and then and then so when he comes up, and then you know he'll kind of mess with it too, and then so when he gets up, it all starts coming down. Like people were legitimately scared. Yeah, Flair. He did that throughout his career. Every time he got hit or something, and you know how he would fall down and like all fours. You know, he would, you know, and he'd come up, blood all over the place, all in his hair. If a guy got blonde hair, guarantee you he's gonna bleed. I don't know one blonde wrestler that has never bled. Yeah, yeah. It really adds to like the whole, you know, it really adds to the match. You know, Cody will probably never bleed again because they work for Disney. Well, they don't work for Disney, but you know, they got to go by Disney rules. That's why I was surprised. Well, Jay Uso getting hit, that was, you know, that was some hard way stuff. Accidents happen. You know, I was thinking that they might do something like that, but thank goodness they didn't, because that was nah. Best battle rap. Yes, best battle rap ever. Now I was thinking like, okay, you got Kurt Angle, you got the Big Show. Nah, Spanky, Spanky. Y'all remember Spanky? Y'all remember little Spanky? You remember when he got up there and started rapping? Was battle rapping John Cena, and you remember Kyoto? You remember when Kyoto was the referee? And Kyoto was over there doing the beat. He was over there beatboxing, and he went over there just like. Oh man, oh man, yeah, Brian Kendrick, Spanky. His name was really Spanky. That shit was funny as fuck. Booker T don't have the voice to rap. He don't. Gerard, what's going on with you? What's happening? We just talking some old wrestling, you know. Feeling in the time slot since we ain't got no wrestling tonight. But yeah, y'all remember that? That was funny as hell. Oh, you have? Oh, okay. How's it coming? Everything coming along good? But that was the best battle rap. That, yeah. And then John Cena commits to whoop his ass. Oh man, that was hilarious. Brother Jay, if you was producing a Booker T in the booth, how would you produce him? Stick to wrestling. Stick to wrestling. That's how I produce them. Stick to wrestling. Yes, sir. The designs are pre-posted in the. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go there and check it out. We'll show off what's coming on Friday. Oh, okay. Looking forward to that. You remember when John Cena battle rap the Army? So, oh man, I do remember that, and I used to always say to myself, if I could get the opportunity to battle rap John Cena, he might. we 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 probably would have got the other John Cena a lot sooner. I'm just saying. But the funny thing of how it all started, like think about this. Okay, this is a John Cena retirement tour, right? So let's go back to 2002 October this month, 2002. They was having a SmackDown Halloween party. Stephanie was the witch, of course, because she fits that role so well. But y'all remember John Cena coming in as Vanilla Ice? Think about that. That would have been what 20, 23 years. Oh, the other John Cena that we had got after I put down the whole Doctor Thugonomics and slowly morphing into Super Cena. A witch with Diddy. Yeah, she went and got that work done. She went and got that work done. When Stephanie came back in 2001 with them things on, I was like, ooh. John Cena Vanilla Ice was money. I mean, think about it. It really was. Because look what it turned out to be. You know what I'm saying? Look what it turned out to be. You know, everything he did with that gimmick, he made money off of. There wasn't one part of that gimmick that he did not make money off of. Everything from the merch from the shirts to the title belts. The spinner. You remember it started with the U.S. title. Remember he won that and flipped that into the spinner belt. Boom. And then when he won the WWE title, remixed that spinner belt. Of course, I don't think anybody expected that damn belt to last as long as it did. Goodness gracious. That thing damn near lasted 20 years. The thing about that belt, almost, man, shit. What that belt? See, 2005, and then they switched it in 2013. So what is that? That's not even 10 years. What is that? About like 8 years? It seemed like 15. Brother Jay, did I ask Gerard and Leo this question? And now I'm going to ask you. If you found out Mr. I.C. Color, aka Triple H, was your biological father, how would you react? I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't want to know you. I don't have your last name, so I ain't got to represent you. No one was spinning it after 08. No, it was still the same belt. They didn't change the belt. All they did was just lock the middle part up, where it spun at. They just locked it up. But you could still spin the belt though. They just weren't spinning the belt. But that belt stayed around until The Rock came in and beat CM Punk. I thought that was such a horror. I mean, we got Punk and Taker at Mania. I can't complain about that. That was a great match. But Why couldn't Punk hold? Like, that was his time. Like, you just killed his streak for The Rock. Like, see, that's why I don't like The Rock now. See, that's why I don't like The Rock now, because I remember what he did to CM Punk back then, and that was no. You got that streak going. If you're going to end CM Punk's streak, let him end it at WrestleMania. I mean, but to have him go on that, I mean, because they already messed up the run when Triple H beat Punk at Night of Champions, which that was a horrible decision, you know, and then having him all mixed in with the Miz and R-Truth and that whole fiasco is just like, oh, that shit didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. See, if he apologized, would you accept it? Nope. Because that man ain't genuine about anything he says or does. He is not genuine. He's genuine to the people he likes, but he's not a genuine person overall. And I don't rock with people like, nah. I think they should have switched it when Jeff Hardy won. I absolutely agree. As a matter of fact, they really should have switched it after he lost it, because that belt only really represents him. It don't represent everybody else, but everybody else had to rock it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I agree with The Rock. Oh, you agree with The Rock? Rock would rather go front to back with Cena than to elevate Punk. What's we got? What's we got because of The Rock was born? Those were not good manias. No, they were not. They were not. Had a couple good matches, but overall, yeah. You know. And then the one before that, like, oh my God. Okay. Mania 28. Miami. You slight Punk and Jericho. As a matter of fact, Sheamus is the one that won the Royal Rumble, so Sheamus and Bryan should have really main evented. But nonetheless, Punk was the WWE champion. He didn't main event. You put John Cena and The Rock. How do you wrestle for a certain amount of time and you know not to show yourself talking? That entire match, we seen Cena and Rock, like, we literally heard the whole match go down out of their mouths. We knew the moves that were happening. We knew what they were setting up with. They was like, you could literally see them talking, and then you could hear them a lot too. Like that match was. And me and my daughter watched that minute because she was, she was a wrestling fan at the time, and she was a John Cena fan, right? And she was even like, Dad, why are they talking in the ring? I was like, oh God. I was like, I don't know, baby. But you're not supposed to be seeing it. Oh, that was horrible. They barely switched it, when Edge was champion back in 06. All they did was put the little sticker on there that said rated R. I'm like, oh my goodness, WWE was something else back then. I don't. They was just. I don't know what they was thinking. The Rock and John Cena was trolling back in 12. They had. Yo, you remember? You remember when John Cena brought back the Dr. Thugonomics, and he brought up when The Rock had to read his lines off his form? Oh my god, that shit was hella funny. I remember saying I would quit WWE after Rock versus Cena Mania 2012. LOL. They pulled me back in. They always seem to do that. I don't know how, but they always seem to do that. Ed showed them a design, and Vince turned it. Vince always doing that. He was always doing it. Oh no, I like that belt. That belt sells a lot of money. Yes. We're not gonna do that. Brother Jay, if I may ask, what's your daughter a little kid thing? Oh yeah. She was so that was 2012. She was yeah. And we used to go back and forth all the time because I was a big punk fan at the time, and she, you know what I'm saying, don't talk about John Cena, and then she would start attacking me. Don't talk about John Cena, Dad. I'm like, all right. I won't talk about. I won't talk about all his different color shirts either. She's like, Dad. Oh, that shit had me rolling. Oh man, I missed some times, man. Shit, man. Enjoy your kids when they're kids, because when they grown up, they ain't gonna give a fuck about you. they got their own friends and all that. Hold on, y'all. J Millie in the dark. They pulled me back because I was fascinated by the Shield. Oh, yeah. The Shield did bring a lot of people back in too. Yeah, you know, you going through that now. You going through that now. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you want to attack me? Like, okay, you talk about John Cena. Don't talk about John Cena. CM Punk's still gonna beat him. Like, Dad. Oh, she get to put me in the headlock. Like, hold on, what's going on here? This is parent abuse. Oh man, I remember. Look. This is how dedicated she was, right? So I'm on the phone talking to one of my friends, and we're talking about wrestling, right? So he get to asking me about Mania. So I'm going on, I'm saying my stuff, right? And so I get to Cena. And as soon as I start talking about Johnson, keep in mind my daughter is in the other room. She's in the other room doing whatever she was doing, minding her business. All right? Nobody bothering her. Right? I'm on the phone, minding my business, having a conversation with my friend, right? I say one thing, I bring up Cena's name one time. She come storming down the hallway. And she stands in front of me and she gives me this look like, I thought I told you, don't be talking about John Cena. I look up. I'm like, why are you just standing there looking like that? You were talking about John Cena. I ain't saying nothing bad about him. You don't need to be talking about him at all. I was just like, oh my goodness, okay, my daughter is all in. My daughter is all in. Oh man. By that time, the hip hop community had moved on from WWE, and Vince McMahon wasn't trying to keep wasting interest at all. That is true. Parents protectors. Oh man, yeah, good times. Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? She all grown now. You know. Sure. It's hard to catch up with her. Shoot. I call her, I might not hear back from her for like 3 days. You know. But she be working and stuff, so she be taking care of her business. You know. The calls is just really just to make sure she's okay. You know. Outside of that, I get it. But yeah, she was all in. I was just like, and see, and this is the thing too. I didn't even get her into wrestling. Like a lot of stories. I'm sitting there, I'm watching Raw, and she just happens to come and sit down next to me, and she started asking questions. I'm like, oh, okay. And then next thing I know, she over here like, oh, John Cena, and of course she was loving the Divas. She would look. She was a big AJ Lee fan. She loved AJ Lee. She liked Brie Bella. She didn't like Nikki, which should come at no surprise, because a lot of people don't like Nikki. Oh man. Vince McMahon was high key tricking back in the days. Oh, he was. Vince McMahon was the trick of all tricks. But that boy had that money though. Shit, he still got that money. Shit, he probably still tricking. Shit, Linda be all up in Linda be in the White House tricking the Trump. She said, fuck Vince, I'm gonna give me another old white man that got more power than you. Oh man. Tricking if you got it. Tricking if you got it. Everybody know it ain't tricking if you got it. Oh, did you tell your daughter, J Militant, that AJ Lee is back? Oh no. Nah, she's not into it anymore. If any wrestling conversation gets brought up, it comes from me. Yeah. Trick of all tricks. Tony Khan daddy worth 13 billion. Yeah, that motherfucker got long, super dope. He got away with more than all these owners. We're not gonna say nothing though. Stephanie probably be tricking too. She be tricking. She be tricking. AEW ain't going nowhere. It's not. As much as people will be trying to kill it and say how Batman, AEW ain't going nowhere. Look, they only got like 400 and some odd thousand people, 500,000 people a week. Look, and that's 400,000 or 500,000 people that actually got some damn sense. That's about 400,000 and 500,000 people that ain't going around spending all their damn money trying to watch WWE's trash bag garbage, trash, dirt bag trash, garbage trash of a product. If I want to watch reruns, I'll go to the Pluto app and watch reruns. I don't. Mm. That. Mm. And what happened to AJ Lee? Like, was that really a one-off thing? All this, she signed a long-term contract. Well, where her ass at? Shouldn't she be going after the IC women's title? And that Maxine Dupree, like, what the fuck is Maxine Dupree? Like, what the... But AEW's booking so bad though, right? Yeah, okay. Was you watching TNA where Jeff Hardy was the guy back in? Oh yeah. I watched TNA from 02 all the way until 16. And then that's when they went to the Access channel, and I didn't have that channel. So Triple H is still liquid. They probably, shit. Him. I guarantee you, him and Sean was probably taking turns on China. Rest in peace, China, by the way. People keep trying to tell me she's long term. Oh, wait though. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm up here assuming after they do the little tag team match, she's going after Becky for the IC title belt. Okay, so what was the point? What was the point of her picking up the IC title? You know what I'm saying? Explain that one. You know what I'm saying? She up there picking up the belt, holding it up, then taking the belt, wearing the belt, but now she's not getting a title match, and they won the match. Like, somebody please explain that to me. Speaking of Jeff Hardy, congratulations on him winning the tag team titles. Yeah, they won the developmental titles. They ain't nothing but developmental titles until it is recognized as a brand, like a separate brand, and not like a developmental, because it's still a developmental brand. We got to remember that. It's not like winning. Now I know ROH is not ROH of the past, but still winning the ROH tag team titles is not a developmental title. You know what I'm saying? So never has been. I find more achievement in them winning those titles and winning the TNA titles than winning some developmental WWE titles. Shit, they might as well go after the WWE ID tag team titles. They got tag team titles, right? Or is it just single belts? Antichrist. Oh my God, that gimmick he had. Oh, I had hopes for that gimmick. I had high hopes for that gimmick. And then they came with the ugliest world title ever made in professional wrestling. Jeff was high when he put that design together. That's all Jeff. That belt, nah. The Immortal, yeah. The only thing that good came out of that shit was we got Fortune. If AEW owns a Ring of Honor, why don't they have one of those 24-hour YouTube playlists showing the tape collection? Because I didn't catch much ROH in its heyday. I know nothing about Seth in ROH. That's a good question. And you know what's interesting though? They still got Ring of Honor episodes on Triller. But yeah, they should do that. Yeah, Tyler Black. Tyler Black. I was able to catch Ring of Honor on TV when they had HD Net because we had that channel with our satellite services, and so I was able to catch that portion of Ring of Honor because I didn't. I only know a little bit about it. Didn't know really too much about it. I knew a little. I knew enough about it to where I knew who the wrestlers were. So when they would pop up in different companies, I would like, oh, okay, that's so and so. You know, kind of like when Brian Danielson had popped up in the beginnings of NXT as Daniel Bryan. I was like, wait, hold up, that's Brian Danielson. You know what I'm saying? So that was like '09. So yes, 09. I was able to catch Ring of Honor until you know the next dude about the company, and then so I was thankful for that because I was like, yo, because as soon as I seen him, I was like, oh, Tyler Black, yo, this dude kind of dope. Okay, and I instantly became a fan. Instantly. I used to download Ring of Honor matches on LimeWire. LimeWire was the shit with their infections and everything. Jeff Hardy, Eric Bischoff, and Hulk Hogan. Yeah, please, yeah. Oh god. Oh, whatever. Because $9.99. YouTube doesn't do payouts for wrestling. Their advertisers consider it too violent for payouts. That's mainly the reason why no money is in it. I know EW, the first wave of Ring of Honor was like Nigel, Brian, Joe, and them. But that second wave, I didn't see Kevin, Elgin, Eric. Oh, yeah. I do know that on the Ring of Honor channel, on their YouTube channel, they show a lot of old stuff on there. I do know that because as a matter of fact, they got the Nigel Bryan Danielson match up there. As a matter of fact, I think they got the whole feud up there. They got a lot of matches up there. But yeah, Triller. If you go on Triller, they still got a lot of the Ring of Honor episodes when like the Young Bucks and Cole and a lot of them guys was still on there. Yeah, you got to go on like the on-demand section. Matter of fact, hold on. While I'm talking about it, hold on. I'm going to do that right now. Hold on. We're about to do some investigating, y'all. Let's say Triller. Because this was the main reason why I ended up getting Triller like years ago. Okay, let's see. So let's see categories. Oh no, that's not what I want. Oh no, they don't. Oh, and I got this one. Oh, you know what? Come on, baby. Oh shit. Did Tony Khan take the shit off? Oh, he an asshole if he did that. Oh, he did. Oh, I guess he ain't on here no more. Oh. Oh, he took it off. Damn it, Tony. Well, no, okay, so this is what we'll do. We will go over here, and I can tell you more, because I do know that it's on here. Because I'm all saying in the dark shit. Hey, Nataki, how you doing? Not Benny Hill. Yeah. Yeah, RA's been around for a minute. Oh, my God. Hold on. I should have something. Oh, no. Go down here. I should come up on the right. About. Oh. I'm subscribed to way too many people. Oh, damn. Oh, there you go. Okay. So, let's see. Okay. They have, let's see. Oh. Let's see. There. Where is? Okay. Okay, so if you go down to where they have the playlist at, they have an Adam Cole playlist. They have an Eddie Kingston playlist. They have a Young Bucks playlist. They have a playlist with a bunch of different matches. Kenta Ibushi. Yeah, they have a bunch of playlists. Oh yeah, they got a Claudio playlist. Oh yeah, you definitely catch up if you go on their if you go on their a YouTube channel, just go over to the playlist. They'll have everything you was looking for. It looks like it's a little bit of Nikita. Oh shit! Coming up after Raw, the film Nikita. Oh man, I remember that. That shit. And you remember when they used to have the wrestlers call in on Raw during Raw? Oh shit! Taxi cab confessions. Oh Lord mercy. Oh. See, sneaking to watch ECW BET Uncut is scrubble. Oh man, I wish ECW came back. I miss ECW too. All days off, you stupid. Oh my goodness. Oh well, I couldn't get ECW where I live, but I was sneaking watching everything else. So I definitely agree. He said the scrambled porn. Oh, the scrambled. Hey, I gotta admit, I did that shit too. Yeah, I did that shit too. Like, oh shit, it's a boob. I see a nipple. Oh man. Oh man. Shit. Yeah, that shit was funny. Okay, Gerard. You know what? I ain't messing with you no more, bro. I, you the only one I be bringing up Rare Shoe Diaries all the time. Showtime. But Agent exact on Showtime. Rare Shoe Diaries was that was the yeah. I watched Starcade 97 on the scramble paper. Yeah, I didn't see that one. Because I was actually able because I was at my friend's house and watched that. But yeah, I watched all kinds of WWF, ECW, WCW with a bag of popcorn full of this. Man, because you remember you will watch it and I always be the moments where you might get like a good picture coming in for a minute. And you're like, oh shit, I got a good picture, and then go back to the script. Like, oh fuck. Be sitting there for a whole 3 hours. Oh man. But you always knew what was going on. It wasn't like you turned on Raw the next night, you know what I'm saying, not knowing what happened. It's a house show, Muhammad. They turned it into a glorified house show now. So the only way anybody can see Starcade is if they have it. Well, they don't have house shows anymore, so I'm pretty sure it's over with. My memory is weird. Yeah, man. Look, I remember the show, but I remember the lead in Rescue Diaries more because Mulder was playing 1-on-1 and some of Jordan said. Not the Jordan 6s. Hey, I'll be remembering some weird shit too. So I feel you. People were like, how the hell you remember that? I don't know. You know, I kind of almost dispelled the whole myth about smoking weed in memory. Thank God the cable man forgot to cut the pay-per-view channel at my house during the GOAT era. Saw all the pay-per-views from like No Mercy 99 to WrestleMania X7 2001. I got, oh yeah, you seen all the good stuff. You know what? So I was yeah, I cut off the Austin turned heel and became a mid. So I was scrolling through YouTube and I seen that Velvet Sky had did an interview with SoCal Val, and she had brought up. So y'all remember when the beautiful people would do the greatest entrance known to man, and Taz was there at TNA on a commentary, and he was saying, "Let the pigeons loose." I was like, "Oh shit!" I remember that. I used to crack up every time he was saying that shit. I'm like, where he get pigeons from? I used to always wonder that, like, where the hell he get pigeons? I ain't never heard him call a pigeon. Oh my goodness, that shit had me in nuts. Yeah, that was Prime Direct TV, a bus don't cry, right? Yeah, it was that some Florida stuff pigeons. That was I didn't know. I was just like, where the hell he get this shit from? I'm like, I'm, I'm like, this is the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life, and it's great. It is great because it went with the entrance. Oh, with the greatest. Did I say it was the greatest entrance of known to mankind? I mean, Angelina Love, she was like, hey, cameraman, get on back there and look at this. And I was just like, what? And then Velvet Sky, oh my God. Velvet Sky. I had the biggest crush on her ass. I was like, man. And she still look good. She still look good. Has AJ Styles been in WWE longer than he was in TNA? If so, that's wild. He's getting there. Let's see, he was at TNA from 02 to 13. It was 13 or 14. And then that's when he popped up in New Japan. And then he came in WWE in 2016. So he's been there almost 10 years. So yeah, he's creeping up there. That don't get me started on that one. Like, but it was a lot of politics behind that shit, which is fucked up. You know. Y'all remember when she was in the WWE ECW with Kelly and the other girl, and they had that little dance faction thing going on. I was looking at Brooke. I was like, damn, she kind of bad. Damn, she got that ass back there too. Like, oh shit. But then when she went to TNA, I was like, oh Lord have mercy. Whew. And she could wrestle too. Speaking of TNA, I never ordered TNA a pay-per-view back then in those Nashville days or whatever they were in 2002. Weekly pay-per-views is what they called them. China's match from Japan was in my algorithm today. Oh, it was? Oh, that's dope. A lot of people don't know that. Back when Shamrock was shaped in rock. Yep, the good old days. As a matter of fact, Shamrock was the first champion. He won that battle royal. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because Ring of Honor and TNA both started in the same month. I think they're like 2 weeks apart, and they're both still going. So more people know more about one than the other. But it's kind of always been that way anyway, right? Y'all remember when Amazing Khan got eliminated from a battle royal and her boob? Yo, I remember that. Yeah, TNA was so great back then because when they came with the 6-side ring, I was like, where have I seen this ring before? And then I remember, oh, in Mexico. Because I think it was AAA who did it, right? Or was it CMLL? I remember it was one of them that was already doing it, and I always thought, you know what I'm saying, that was a cool ass ring. And when TNA had brought it to the States, I was like, oh, this shit is dope. And then I found out. That the wrestlers didn't like the ring. And the reason why they didn't like the ring, I was like, oh, it made sense. You know, because the ring is harder. Everything in that ring, because of the way it's shaped, and you have to use different ropes and stuff, the ropes were tighter. The mat was harder. And when they would put the steel cage up, that's why, oh yeah. I was like, oh. But it was some great ass matches though. TNA, man, look, that era of TNA, man, they need their flowers. Because they put on some of the greatest wrestling matches, greatest wrestling matches known to man. You know, I mean, I can't forget about that a 3-way dance with Joe, Christopher Daniels, and AJ Styles. What was that? The Unbreakable, I think it was. Unbreakable pay-per-view. I was a mark for the Pac-Man Joseph when he came into football. They show Pac-Man in the crowd this year on Raw. They should have said former TNA Tag Team Champ in the house. Oh yeah. Yeah, he was a tag team champion. He was a tag team champion, most definitely. You know, can't take that away from him. And you remember when TNA had took Daniel's name and just called him Daniels instead of Christopher Daniels? Oh man, that man went to gimmicks. Curry Man. Curry Man was hilarious. Coming in doing that weird ass dance. Oh shit. Hold on for a second, y'all. I gotta grab me some water.
Bible says you must be born again before entering the kingdom of heaven. Truth is, my soul was dying out here in the desert. I never felt so far away from God. I got everything on the line. I'm on the grind, trying to get mine. In case you can wish me, let me move away. Trying to get the pain, getting out of state. In case you can wish me, let me be the same. It's hard to tell the same, but what's the better saying? In case you can wish me, let me go hand to hand. You go right off the ground, you holler at me, man. In case you can wish me, let me be the same. It's hard to tell the same, but what's the better straight? In case you can wish me, let me say that to the these niggas.
Okay, y'all. And Desmond Wolf was. Oh man, why did they give him that? I mean, I know why they gave him. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I didn't know. I was like, Desmond Wolf. What the hell? And he was pretty much a glorified jobber too. He didn't win nothing. I'm like, this is bad. I don't remember Okada in TNA, but he was supposed to. Oh yeah, he had a small stint there. He had a small stint there. It was like it was prior to him coming to AEW. Because I want to say he was there. What was that? It was before Kevin Knight was in TNA. It was like just before that. But it wasn't long. Because as a matter of fact, that was when TNA still had that working relationship with New Japan. I'm not fucking Vince. I had to find out what went down when our deal with Isaac went south. Vince told me he got arrested. And I could have been around the time when they still had the working relationship with AEW. I watched the CVV on Daniels talking about the origin of Curry, man. Nice little explanation if you never saw it. Yeah, I did see. I actually found out about it years ago. Because it was an interview. I think it was either an interview Christopher Daniels did, or one of the insiders had found out about, or something, some kind of way. I found out about it years ago, because this was like well after he stopped doing the gimmick. The best feeling in wrestling is when someone gets over after being a jobber. For example, I remember saying, "Why is a Generation Me in New Japan Ring of Honor, but 2025 they are pretty goated as a tag team." Chris Van Vliet. Yep. No, there is. I mean, look, I bring it up every single time this gets brought up. When Matt and Nick were in TNA, They had a series of matches with the Motor City Machine Guns that I will put up against any tag team match in history. That match was a absolute clinic in tag team wrestling. I was just like, oh my goodness. And that's the one thing I always loved about TNA back then was they put focus on tag team wrestling. They put focus on tag team wrestling. I mean, from them to when the American Wolves was in TNA at the time known as Impact Wrestling, and them and the Hardys would have their series of tag team matches and ladder matches and stuff. Like, what the hell? Like, this is great shit right here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and TNA completely fumbled them. Like, how do you fumble a tag team like that? You know, and then we all know about the whole fallout with Jim Cornette, and now he keeps calling them the Hartley Boys. oh, Nick and Matt. Oh man, who is now on SmackDown? Yep, he's getting jobbed out every week, or sitting back doing catering. Chris Sabin, former Impact World Heavyweight Champion. Yep, Sabin and Shelley are pretty much fillers. They came over too late. They look like crap. I don't know why Tony Khan didn't sign them. They was in AEW too. Y'all remember when they had that tag team match? You know, they would, I don't know. You know, we could have got a series of matches with them and the Young Bucks under the AEW, which would probably completely shatter what they did in TNA, because AEW, when we all know this match would have been on pay-per-view, so you already know these two tag teams in AEW. Oh my God. And that's the only thing that pisses me off about the whole Briscoe situation, was the fact that Tony didn't bring them over until it was too late. And then you just end up bringing Briscoe over and saying that you could be like, I was like, just, oh my God. Oh, the Briscoes would have killed it in the tag team division. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Because I remember watching their matches of Ring of Honor. And I was just completely just in awe of how technical, but they kept it modern and they were innovative. They were doing stuff that other tag teams were not doing. And the matches that they had was just like, oh my God. Why don't they have this stuff on WWE anymore? WWE used to have great tag team matches back in the day. It's just like, what happened? Oh man, I love tag team wrestling. You know, and how companies been treating their tag team divisions has just been absolutely embarrassing. You know, you got one company who has the tag teams but doesn't do anything with them. Then you got another company that has a division when it's only 4 teams. and then on Monday, shoot, the Judgment Day is just the tag team champions. Nobody else could be tag team champions. And if they are tag team champions, they're only tag team champions for a few weeks. Then it's right back on the Judgment Day. Oh man. See. The Young Bucks and CM Punk never made up. Nope. They'll never make up. Side note, I'm watching the Warriors versus Blazers. Oh yeah, that game is on, huh? Them boys, Mark Briscoe and RIP Jay Briscoe. Man. Carl Bushy injured. What? Ain't he supposed to have a match Saturday? And he injured? Damn. That man get injured more than a little bit. They were saying that Tyreek Hill knee injury might be a career anyway. It looked nasty. It looked nasty. Doing something on the top rope. Oh, man. That man cannot stay healthy. He cannot stay healthy. And it's kind of, well, it's not kind of anything. It's hurting his career because y'all, if you watch them in New Japan, you know what I'm saying? If you only watch them in AEW, then that doesn't do him justice. You have to go and watch his New Japan stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it would. I hate seeing knee injuries like that. Ugh. Don't know. Man. You say you made out of glass? Man. I don't know, man. Shit, he might have to start thinking about another career path or something, or do something else in wrestling that doesn't involve being a wrestler. Because you are literally, if you're getting hurt that much, you're literally killing opportunities that could be coming your way or that's probably in place for you, but you keep getting hurt. Strickland. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's wild. And then what's up with Kenta? I seen that little Abachi thing. I thought that was like some old shit at first. But apparently this shit happened this year. I was like, how are you gonna botch your own creation? Talk about that's not CM Punk's move. That's my move. And then you can't now granted, the other guy wasn't doing his job either. Okay. He kept dropping his weight before he was supposed to drop his weight. So his legs would go down and the top part of his body would go up. And it's supposed to be a free. You're not even supposed to be doing anything because the moves is all performed by the person that is holding you. All you have to do is just take the back bump. That's all you got to do. Oh, where he? Oh man, I don't know what's up, man. Oh shit. I just don't know how you bought your own creation though. Like, cause that really is his finisher. You know. And CM Punk went in highway robbed it just like he highway robs everybody. Goddamn CM Punk. Fucking CM Punk. I used to support that guy. Supported him all 7 years he was gone. You know, stuck up for him when he couldn't stick up for himself. Fucking bastard. oh yeah. Halloween noises and shit. So Kenta is still GHC champion. He wants to be somewhere where he's the star and major main character central. Oh man, he'll that will not happen in one of the big companies. Side note: Dallas has a squad. I was watching the Mavs preseason game. Cooper Flag is going to be a beast. Oh yeah, they nasty. They is nasty. They're going to be a problem. They is going to be a problem. Let's hope that CM Punk doesn't get injured again. Shit, yeah, he better hope he don't get injured again. Shit, that's what he better hope. Shit, because you got a WrestleMania main event waiting for you. Another one. You think Japan is finally happy seeing Asuka, Io, and Kairi having a legit main event story and not jobbers? I assume so. I don't know, because you know the Japanese got a different way of seeing wrestling. You know, we've seen Asuka and Naomi finally getting a chance to show their personality is dope. 2025 in WWE will be remembered for the year of the veterans Cena, Asuka, Naomi, AJ Lee, Sammy, etc. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we did get AJ Lee back for a match and a couple segments. Not too many segments. Oh shit. Yeah. Give me 1 second, y'all. Tiffany was the only young star they put. Oh, good move. I'm good with Braun. I'm good with Braun. Tiffany, that trash bag literally disgusts me. And she started. I started being disgusted when I noticed she started to get the work on her lips and she started to look like a damn. Okay, she was starting to look like Pennywise. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. she was starting to look like Pennywise. I was, oh God. And then she got the reduced lips. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? This clown over here looking like, ugh. And then all the stuff that comes with her, like the botchery and just, oh goodness. Ugh. And for some reason, they won't take the belt off of her. I don't understand why they won't take the belt off of her. Her run as women's champion has been a complete disaster after disaster after disaster and another disaster. And then another one. I really think Tiffy won't lose the title until 2026, a full year reign. She won in January 20. Yeah, hey, I bet you they're going to try to have her beat Bianca's record. Now that you just said that, I bet you they're going to have her beat Bianca's record because they don't want no black woman holding any record in WWE. They don't want no black person. I'm surprised the New Day holds the record for the tag team titles. But I'm pretty sure they're trying to find a white tag team out there somewhere that they want to break that record. Guarantee it. At some point, I don't know when, but at some point, guaranteed, there's going to be a white tag team out there. They're going to go on this long ass run, and they're going to surpass the New Day. You know. So, but the interesting part about that is though, when the New Day did that, that was kind of like a split. That, as a matter of fact, that was under Vince's watch. If I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that was under Vince's watch. Yo, what's up, cuz? You know, but you just said that, and it's just like, oh shit, they might be trying to, yeah. And Charlotte has to be somewhere laughing. You guys thought you didn't want. At least she'll be honest about it. At least she'll be honest about it. Because she was literally getting just title shots just out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like we would see women literally busting their ass every week, and then here comes Charlotte. Yeah, I get a tag team shot. I mean, I get a title shot. It's just like, huh? Oh yeah, I came back to win the Royal Rumble, huh? Why? But people get mad when AEW just randomly puts matches together. WWE does that shit all the time. Like Charlotte just comes back and just randomly wins the Royal Rumble. Huh? Oh man. I bet you they hate Bianca backstage for always being pro-black, but they go with it since she's money. She only money is because she going along with the token shit. That's the only reason why. Let's call a spade a spade. Yeah, she be on her black shit, true enough. But how much is she on her black and shit when she's getting tokened out? Like they had her sitting at the table for the Saudi Arabia thing and had Liv Morgan standing behind her. Really? Forcing her to be happy about it. But you get paid for doing that type of stuff. At some point, this is why I'm like, at some point, there got to be some type of revolt with the black wrestlers over there. You know what I'm saying? Because they is literally getting no shot. Like what they do, the Street Profits getting another tag team. They're just something's gonna happen. And they're gonna lose a match again. They're gonna split up like that. We all know they're gonna split up. We want to see Montez and we want to see Dawkins. We want to see what they can do on their own. But we don't want to see it this way. This is like glorified disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Glorified disrespect. Like, this is how, what? And then you guys want to use the Wyatt Six as, Wow. So what? So what? We're gonna have the one black guy in the Y6 be all kooky and screepy, like this is a scene of Get Out. Like when I seen they started messing with Doc and everything, I tell you right now, I got to thinking about the movie Get Out. I got to thinking about that brother that was talking, and homeboy was taking the flash, and dude's nose got to running after he was, what I'm saying, he had got his memory back and shit. He was over there like, get out, get out, get out. Man, I'm telling you, man, look, Dawkins, that's what I see in Dawkins messing with the Y6. That's what I see with Dawkins messing with Y6, man. Get out. You know, and let's be honest. Is anything going to come out? Because we all know how tag teams work. One guy gets the boost, the other guy becomes the mid-level. Sometimes I job, sometimes I might get a win. Like, you know what I'm saying? And who's to say Montez is even going to get a push once he goes single? Ain't one black person getting a push in WWE. The only ones getting pushed are white people, Asians, and Samoans. 3. Everybody else gets pushed to the side. Everybody else gets pushed to the side. If it's some Arabic kind of guy or whatever, he somehow got to be a terrorist. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no representation. They took the New Day and they turned them into some lollipops. Like, you can't even take them serious. Like, they go from having unicorn horns on their head to looking like they don't walk the streets of a pride parade. I'm just like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? And then I hear Woods re-signed with the company. I'm just like, it's horrible. It's horrible. Montez needs to hurry. He got some sugar talent, super talents, but behind him, Javon, Obi, Ricky, and maybe Private Party if they come over behind him. Yeah, but they aren't doing anything with them. They aren't doing nothing with them. That's like, it's so much talent that they got, and they don't do. They do more with them in NXT than they do with them on the main roster. You know, Bianca, one of the few that actually got a push, and they kept it until she got hurt. But even before she got hurt, she was in some kind of weird shit going on. Like, it's like, what the fuck is going on? You know? Oh, well, you know, Coffee was world champion. Big E was world champion. Yeah, that was under Vince's watch. Triple H didn't make them champion. Vince made them champion. Which every time I keep saying this shit like that out loud, it really starts to make me miss Vince. I ain't gonna lie. It really makes me start to miss Vince because I think about like the bad shit Vince gave us, but I think about the good shit Vince gave us. And Vince gave us a lot of good shit. Triple H gave us about a year and a half of good shit. Tell me when I'm telling lies. WWE is just flat out racist. If they don't push Obi as the next Brock and Javon as the next AJ, especially when Brock and AJ might retire next year, they aren't going to do it. Javon's going to get caught up in some ring around the posy U.S. title, and Obi going to be somebody's bodyguard. Vince is the mastermind behind the bloodline. That's what I'm saying. And you see when Triple H got a hold of it, You seen with Triple H, when he got a hold of the company, what happened? What happened? That whole storyline ain't been right since. Oh, Roman Reigns returns next Monday. So he returns every month on a Monday. So what's so exciting about Roman Reigns returning? Like, a return is somebody that's gone for a length of time and then they come back. It means something. Roman coming back doesn't mean anything. It doesn't have the same oomph. As a matter of fact, the aura that Roman created is completely gone. His aura is gone. They literally killed his aura. Like, you can't even take him seriously as a tribal chief anymore. He's starting to look more like the big dog again. He's starting to look like suffering succotash Roman. Bloodline Saga been ass on the truth. Hey. It's you know what I'm saying? It's horrible. Isn't Triple H the racist for not believing in Bobby Lashley or the New Day? Yeah. Triple H is the one who killed the whole bringing back the Hurt business. He killed that. That's why they left. They bounced. We're going to go somewhere where, you know what I'm saying, we can put the team back together. It's like, come on. You know, I mean, I'm thankful Naomi finally got her shot, because I was real concerned that when she went back, it was not going to go good. As a matter of fact, I was pissed off that they brought her back doing the same whole glow shit. I was like that shit she was doing in TNA, and y'all bring her back to this? Thank goodness they switched it up, but it was too late. It was too late. And anybody thinks that she's going to come back after she has the baby and all that, and it's going to be the same thing, it's not. They're going to keep teasing her winning the title back, and it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Becky was able to do it because I don't need to say it. And it kind of helps that their guy, Seth Rollins, she's married to him. So let's play politics. I mean, Seth Rollins, his aura has been completely, yeah, like Seth. Now I know Cody is known as Cookie Cutter. I call him Cookie Cutter. Cookie Cutter Cody. But Seth Rollins been Cookie Cutter for a long time. There's nothing that Seth Rollins does in his matches that are anything different than what he's done in every other match that he's done previously. He does the same thing over and over again. There's nothing new to him. He's stale. All the little flashing bells and whistles that he doesn't impress me. All the, like you're a heel. What are you doing? Why you ain't changed the music? I miss Seth Rollins with the streak in his hair. You know what I'm saying? I miss that Seth Rollins. I miss that dirty, nasty son of a bitch that made you want to beat his ass, literally. That's the Seth Rollins I miss. This Seth Rollins, I just laugh and I don't take him serious. Coming out with these big, goofy outfits on. Becky looking like a little, small, red-headed goofy. with their little Velcro tie. I hate that Velcro shit they got on them titles now. I hate that shit. That shit is so fucking ugly. His aura was when he was like the Hollywood Hogan and Heyman was his Eric Bischoff. Now he bums once his interest is over. Oh man, MVP has zero respect for Triple H, as well as he should. As well as he should. Because Triple H didn't respect him. And he made that clear he didn't respect him. Russo made a good point. WWE is in a scary place once Cena retires. Reigns goes Hollywood. Lesnar leaves. AJ Styles retires. Cody goes part-time. He thinks this is all will happen in 2 years. I remember when he said that. I agree. It might happen sooner than that. The way shit they keep going the way they're going, it's going to happen sooner than that. He thinks Netflix will breach the contract. Shit. It's business, right? Ain't like it ain't happened before. Cody calls himself QB1. How fitting. He coats all regular season and turns it up for the playoffs, man. Oh well, he didn't turn it up this Mania season. Shit, motherfuckers went to sleep on that main event. That was one of the boringest main events I've watched in a long time. That shit was reminding me of what was that one main event they had? That shit was boring as hell. I forgot what that match was. But that shit was boring as hell. I was like, this shit's man. This is what y'all put on? This man. You know, and you see, it's hard for us longtime viewers that watched WWE back in the day when it was WWF, and we remember them days when they had Demolition and the Hart Foundation and the Young Stallions and the Killer Bees and the British Bulldogs and the Islanders, Strike Force, you know, the Hogans, the Savages, the Ravishing Rick Rudes, the Mr. Perfects, the Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, the Rowdy Pipers, the Hercules Hernandezes, you know, Bobby Heenan, Jimmy Hart, you know, Jesse Ventura, Vince McMahon on the call, Lord Alfred Hayes, and him always forgetting what a move was called or where a wrestler was from or what building they was in. You know what I'm saying? Like going all the way up to the days when, even though it was a tough and rough era, but we got Brett and Owen in WrestleMania 10. Shawn and Razor ladder match. Come on now. Man, we had the Ultimate Warrior. WrestleMania 6, Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan. Man, come on now. Stop playing. Stop playing. WWF Superstars every Saturday morning. Wrestling Challenge every Sunday morning. Saturday night's main event. The real Saturday night's main event. Primetime wrestling on Monday nights. Like, come on. What the fuck? Now we got this. I see more sponsors watching a WWE show than I see actual wrestling. TKO is definitely the reason why WWE goes downhill. Miz versus Cena was. That's the match. There you go. That's the match I was thinking of. Miz and Cena. That match was boring as hell. That whole pay-per-view was boring. WrestleMania 27 was absolute hot dog trash. Well, Randy and CM Punk had the best match. Well, CM Punk and Randy Orton and Triple H and Undertaker, those were the only two good matches on that entire 4-hour piece of shit show. They had Snooki wrestling on that show. What the fuck? And Jay versus Roman had a boring wrestle. Oh god, yeah. Horrible. Yeah, those were the days of wrestling. I remember. Man, that's Brutus the Barber Beefcake, the Honky Tonk Man, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Bad News Brown, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And then when the Islanders broke up, we got King Hot Cool. Come on now. We got dun dun how dun 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 how brothers and sisters, it's the Brother Love Show. I love you. And you remember when Brother Love would have his segments in the ring and the guests would come out and fuck him up at the end? Oh, man. Do you think WWE would be good again if they just had one show a week, 3-hour Raw on Netflix, no NXT? You know what? That's a good point. I don't know. And I've actually thought about that too. That's interesting you brought that up, because I've actually thought about that. I don't know. I'm not. It probably would, because you would be focused on one show. So yeah, I can see that. NXT could be a YouTube show. Yes, there you go. Bam. Because people are still gonna watch. Brother, yeah, Brother Love, man. You remember Brother Love? Brother Love was shit. Surprised no indie black guy doesn't have a Brother Love. Yeah. Yo, what up, Tyler? Yo, that would be funny. Yo, imagine if New Jack ever did a Brother Love segment. That would be fucking hilarious. New Jack and a Brother Love segment. My Brother Jack, I love you. What the fuck you say? Oh, man. Man, I know Tyler mad about that game. Because I was like, hold on. Did Trevor Lawrence just fall all the way down on the ground and got right back up and then scored the touchdown? Like, whoa. That was wild. But the Chiefs, it was still hella time left on the clock. So it was easy for them to drive on down, though. Oh, you fell asleep? Oh, well, it's a good thing you didn't see that, because you would have been pissed off. Now, I'm probably sure you've probably seen it since then, but, it's kind of different when you watch it live compared to a highlight. That's still the second most entertaining Jags game in recent memory. They had that massive comeback in the playoffs like 2 years. They was go. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Shit. I remember Jacksonville back in the day. That was at 97, 98, where they had got all the way to the AFC Championship game and lost to Denver. Shoot, that was pretty dope. Shoot, I think Mark Brunell was their quarterback at the time. I saw that Mahomes threw a pick six. Shaking my head. Let's see, LOL about the Chiefs. Looks like you went from Super Bowl champs to the bottom of the division. Well, not the well. They are close to the bottom, but you know the Raiders is at the bottom though. You know what I'm saying? They will forever hold that last place. Oh, that's great. Was that the Maurice Jones-Drew days? Now, he came after that. He came like shortly after that. But because I want to say Brunel was still the quarterback like his first 2 years in the league, and then that's when they switched quarterbacks. He said, "Yeah, that was beautiful." Yeah, they stayed at the bottom. That's true. Yeah, you know. That's why they don't never come to my lives. You notice not one Raider fan comes to my live. And I wasn't even by design either. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got subscribers who are Raider fans. And trust me, if you are a Raider fan out there, I understand why you don't want to show your face. And I respect you for that because you're not like them other Raider fans that continue to lose but still be talking shit like they're winning. Yeah, it's kind of weird. You know. Jags got a squad. Too bad Lawrence is still somewhat. Someone asked. Now, yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, Jags got a little squad over there. I see him over there. You know what I'm saying? Yep, I have noticed. Yeah, I still say if Mac Jones had played that game, we would have won that game. Jags would have won that game if we had played Mac Jones. I'm just saying. But we can't go backwards. We're only going forwards, and that's what we do. So, New Age Plug. I know you out there listening. I think you live right now, but this is going to get back to you, or you probably watch this on the playback because this is going to get back to you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, New Age Plug. We got your Tampa Bay Bucks this Sunday, plug, and I'm gonna tell you right now, plug, that we're gonna beat your ass like we always beat your ass, plug. Travis Hunter had a great catch. You see, oh yeah, oh no, that catch was dope. That catch was dope. Yeah, fuck the Las Vegas. The Raiders, the Raiders, the Raiders suck. Shabaka said they need to change their name. They need to do something. They need to do something. Yeah, before he got injured. They need to do something. You know, Rasheed Rice is back anytime. Oh, okay. But y'all got a major problem over there, Tyler. Y'all got a serious problem over there. You know, um, yeah. It's you know, because this is the thing. When the downfall happens, you start seeing little cracks in the chemistry. You start seeing things happen that weren't happening before. You guys are on the downward spiral. Not saying you guys might not make the playoffs, you know, because we still got hella games to go. But what I am saying is this: as far as you guys getting to another Super Bowl, that's not happening. That's not happening. You know, because I see it. Hey, I'm a Niner fan. I seen it twice. You know, and And it hurt more the first time around because it was the first time that it happened. The second time, what I'm saying, we didn't. I mean, we got there, but we didn't win. But you could see the cracks. But we had no idea that we was gonna lose our coach either. So that's just something to be mindful on. You know, even with the New England Patriots, you start to see that. I don't even know how the hell they end up even getting back to the Super Bowl as what I'm saying, the last couple times that they did. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, you start seeing a change. And when you see that change, it's kind of like you kind of like, yeah, you know. Shit, Seattle seen it, and they was still trying to hold on to everybody. Oh, man. Shedeur Sanders is quarterback 2 in the Browns lineup. Only a matter of time. Yeah, only a matter of time for him to throw hella interceptions. I hate the Browns, but let Sanders play. Yeah, I want to see him play. I want to see him throw hella interceptions too. I'm impressed by the Niners. Y'all have such a good coaching and a nice system. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, and it's kind of strange because when this happened to us last year, we just fell apart. But we had to retool, and we had to, get everybody, that was going to be on the team. We had to get everybody. Well, let me just say, we had to get rid of Debo Samuels. Okay, we had to get rid of Debo. Okay, he was a cancer on the team. He had to go. But what a lot of people didn't realize was, yes, we didn't have Ayuk. Ricky Purcell went down. Jawan Jennings went down. But people didn't realize that we had Demarcus Robinson. People didn't realize we had Demarcus Robinson. People didn't realize that we had Kevin Bourne, KB, who was on the 49ers Super Bowl team in 2019, by the way. You know what I'm saying? People didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? And then him and Mac Jones got that chemistry from New England. You know what I'm saying? People didn't know this. You know what I'm saying? And then we had the tight ends that came and mixed that in with the coaching. We still got CMC doing what he doing, and Mac Jones coming in and showing everybody like this is what it would have looked like if we would have drafted Mac Jones instead of Trey Lance. They unlocked Jones' ability again at quarterback. Look. You seen what we did with Sam Darnold, right? You seen what we did with Sam Darnold. You know what I'm saying? You seen what we did with Jimmy Garoppolo. You know what I'm saying? You seen what we did with and Jimmy Garoppolo was actually a good quarterback. What fucked Jimmy up was the fact that he got hurt and then he became injury prone. And then that just fucked his whole mechanics up. You know what I'm saying? But you go back and you watch Jimmy Garoppolo before he got hurt when he came to the Niners. Oh, that was a whole different player right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what was that? 2018? Yeah, about 2018 when we got him. Came in there, yeah, because we got him in. We traded for him, like, because it was like a quarter of the season left, and we had traded for him, and so he came over, and then he ended up starting, and he won all those games for us. So we came into the next year, it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. No, as a matter of fact, no, that was 18, because 19 we came into that year, and then we just, yeah, we did our Dizzo. See, our defense is not is not an issue, and our offense is issue. Mahomes never trusts our wide receivers because Rice got suspended. I hope Rice is back and everything. Yeah, but you got that O-line problem too. Your O-line hasn't really been holding up too well. But you still gotta trust your receivers. See, and that's the problem. If you're just trusting one receiver and that one receiver is not there, that's a problem. And that throws all the chemistry off, and then that bleeds over to the defense, because if the offense can't move the way that it normally moves, the defense starts getting tired throughout the games because they're always having to come back on the field before they need to. You know what I'm saying? You guys have been getting a lot of 3 and outs this year. And so, so I'm just pointing these things out because it's something for you to be aware about, because this is what happens to every championship team. Every championship team. From the Niners to the Cowboys to the Steelers to the Broncos, to the Patriots, shit, it's already happening to the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? It's already happening to the Eagles. I don't know what the Eagles' problem is. The Eagles should not have no issues. The Eagles should be a well-oiled machine. But for some reason, you got this receiver. He ain't happy because he ain't getting enough touches. You know what I'm saying? You got a head coach who don't know how to call plays. You got coordinators there that just is lost in the sauce. And then, you know what I'm saying? And they're barely squeaking by games. Yeah. White quarterbacks are having a research. Mac John. You ain't lying about that. I know Tyler Warren was going to be a beast in the NFL. Coach rookie tight end. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, the coach. Woo, the coach is looking pretty nasty this year. Daniel Jones. Yeah, I look. You know what the problem with Daniel Jones was in New York? All he had was Saquon Barkley. They didn't have no team. They didn't have no defense. They didn't have no offensive line. They had no receivers. But you see, you put Daniel Jones on a team that has weapons around it with a defense, and this is what you get. You know what I'm saying? You have to have weapons. You have to have weapons. Because if you ain't got no weapons, I don't care who you is. Well, no, even Tom Brady. They keep saying Tom Brady never had weapons. Man, look, Tom Brady had weapons. Okay. Troy Brown was a weapon. Wes Welker is a weapon. What's the other one? The other receiver they had that they snatched up from Miami too. You know what I'm saying? He was a weapon. Gronkowski. Even going back, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Corey Dillon. Corey Dillon was a weapon. Corey Dillon was raw too. That fool. I'm like, what the hell is you doing on the Bengals for, man? You need to be on a winning team. Shit, what the fuck you over here on the Bengals wasting your talent for? When he got to New England, it was like, oh, gave Tom Brady another running back. And that's saying because Tom Brady's running back before was good, but Corey Dillon was a beast. Let's see. Eagles O-line is different, and they haven't been letting Saquon run as much. They need to get back to running. You got a point there. You got a point there. Brady had weapons, couldn't stand him. And the Colts have the best O-line, I think. And Jones was in the same quarterback room with Sam Darnold with the Vikings last year. Yo, Tia. All days off, we are too damn unpredictable. Our O-line is broken as fuck. Sorry with the Cavs. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just very upset with my team right now. I left, but I'm back. She's back. Yeah, the Eagles just and this is something you get from a team that's lost the Super Bowl. The Eagles done did like a reverse Super Bowl curse. It's like you win the Super Bowl and then that next year you just like what? Yeah, I just because I'm expecting the Eagles coming into this year to just be just tearing shit up. But I will say this. As many years as I've watched football, I have learned that you never know what you're going to get from season to season. you know, because like even now, like with my team, we got to have a team. We literally had no team last year. You know what I'm saying? Brock got hurt last year too. We completely fell apart. We weren't winning games at all. We was getting our ass kicked. But this year you know what I'm saying? You can't tell. You cannot tell that we're missing players by looking at our record. Because no team that look like our team should be 4-1. But like Mr. All Days off said, when you have great coaching, you know what I'm saying? You can make something happen. And Kyle Shanahan can make something happen. Now we just need him to do something. We need Kyle Shanahan to make something happen in the fourth quarter of a damn Super Bowl. Shit, and then we could, I could breathe for once. It's 2023. Any given Sunday on everything. And AJ Brown is being a diva at wide receiver, but they say he's mad because he wants to make the Hall of Fame, so he needs to get his stats higher, which you're not going to get it that way. You know what I'm saying? First of all, if you're playing to be in the Hall of Fame, then you're not going to get to the Hall of Fame because you're playing for the wrong thing. Nobody plays for the Hall of Fame. That's something that is granted to you after the work and the production you put in for so many years, and you've gotten your numbers to a certain degree where you become eligible for the Hall of Fame. But nobody plays for the Hall of Fame because most players don't get into the Hall of Fame. Most players don't get into the Hall of Fame, so nobody plays for the Hall of Fame. Players play for championships and money. That's what they play for. You know what I'm saying? Now, you playing for that, the only way you're going to get that is by getting out there and playing the game and showing your production. Now, if they're not doing that, then instead of you acting like a diva, what you do is you go to the head coach, you have a conversation with the head coach. You have a conversation with the offensive coordinator. You have a conversation with the head coach and the offensive coordinator. And if that doesn't work, then what you do is you do like a lot of people do. Request a trade. Shit. NFL contracts aren't honored anyways. So request a trade. And go to a team that you know is going to use your talents to, the way you feel your talents should be used. But you don't act like that. That doesn't help anybody out. You know. And he should know this. There's been quite a lot of evidence over the years. The greatest wide receiver of all time never acted like that. You think Jerry Rice played for the Hall of Fame? Hell, Jerry Rice was surprised that he even got drafted. He didn't think nobody was going to draft him with the college that he went to. You know what I'm saying? And you look at Jerry Rice. Look, anybody who knows Jerry Rice's career knows this. Jerry Rice's first couple of years was not Hall of Fame quality. That man was dropping more balls. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, if Jerry was doing that in today's game, Jerry would have been playing in a whole nother football league. But he kept working at it and working at it and working at it. And then finally, it started taking off. And by the time his career was over, shit, we already know. First ballot, you in. But he wasn't playing for no Hall of Fame. He was playing to win championships, make money, and whenever he came across a record, he would break it. he would strive to do that. Outside of those parameters, he was not thinking of. Because you don't think about the Hall of Fame when you're out there playing. Because if you're thinking about the Hall of Fame while you're playing, you're not going to get you shit. You'll be lucky if you in the look. Let me tell this guy something. I want to say this. There was a guy who does YouTube podcasts with another guy by the name of Shannon Sharp. And this particular guy decided on a Monday Night Football that he was going to have a jacket made that said Hall of Fame with the year on it. You know how that guy's career went? Anybody know how that guy's career went? Yeah, needless to say, he ain't making nobody's Hall of Fame. He ain't making nobody's Hall of Fame. Okay, because he was doing like AJ is doing, playing for something you're not supposed to play for. And all players, all the vets will tell you, you don't play for the Hall of Fame. That's a privilege that comes from your time that you put in the league. So, yeah, he ain't put nowhere near enough time to be talking about nobody's Hall of Fame. Shit, you just won a championship. Concentrate on winning another championship. As a matter of fact, concentrate on becoming a dynasty. You know, concentrate on building championships. That's what you know what I'm saying? Then when y'all done with that, then you see where your career is at. See. Our problem is that we issue our offense, defense. Kansas City Chiefs got problems with the red zone. Yeah, red zone. If you can't score, yes. My team is stubborn. They won't give Rodgers a wide receiver to pair with DK. Metcalf. Odell said he wants to join the Steelers. He's watching. Yeah, Odell can go back doing bathtubs videos. He was yelling in 2023 about the same thing. I was like, stop talking about it to the public again. It was another confirmation that the issues they had never left. They always will poke back up or peek back up. I think Isaiah Pacheco, his vision sucks, but I love him. Exactly about talking to the coaching staff, talking to Jalen too. Get the issues fixed. Yeah, straight up, got to. Pacheco reminds me of a Sonic the Hedgehog. He runs it plays so fast for nothing. Jalen is a dog. No, Jalen is a dog. He is a dog. But I think we got the better Alabama quarterback, though. I'm just saying. I know Jalen's a champion, but he was put in a better position. Just saying. It bothers me how open Kelsey is every game. He knows how to find the holes in the end zone, and Mahomes finds him because other than that, he's washed. Kelsey's been swift, okay? He's been swift. Chochenko, yep, Hall of Fame. Yeah, you remember that? He put that jacket on and showed everybody the camera. It was like, yeah, you're not going to nobody's Hall of Fame. It's time to let Kelsey go. It's time for Kelsey to go. Yeah, you need to go. Are you ready to get him out of there? Kelsey moves the chains, and every other receiver are the burners down the field for Mahomes. And Lana is beat up. My Lana in my shot in your Shayla voice. Yo, see in the building. What up, see? Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing I can say about Kelsey is he's been swift. He's been swift out of his socks. You know. But hey, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I gotta go get me something to eat. So thank y'all for coming through. This was fun. Um, see you just catching this at the end. But I will be on again tomorrow after Ring of Honor. So um, to hell with Kelly. So we're gonna do this again. So y'all enjoy y'all wrestling. Y'all wrestling. Y'all enjoy y'all Wednesday night. I hope I fulfilled the time slot that Tati and Cute GM and Leo sometimes feels for AEW Dynamite. Um, so I'm not going on tonight. Oh, more than welcome. More than welcome. Kelsey loves Vegas. Oh yeah, for sure. This was fun, y'all. Thanks for subbing in for AEW. Oh yeah, for sure. I gotta do it for the people. Gotta do it for the people. You know. So with that said, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. I'll see y'all again tomorrow. And peace.